Welcome to my daily live streams. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego Group, who are worth billions and billions of dollars. And I don't really have anything to talk about today. There's nothing going on, really. So we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Who knows, maybe the chat has something interesting to talk about. I don't know. Oh, someone just rang the doorbell. Let me go get to that. It was a package addressed to me. Interesting. A package addressed to me. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing of the package. And then I'll show you what's inside. I think I know what is in this package. Let's see if I can get this open. Ugh. Where's the other side? Ugh. Come on. Come on. Off to the side here. Come on. There we go. Let me show you what's inside the package. Let me see the front. It's the gift with purchase. The Leonardo da Vinci. So they shipped it separately from the Tintin rocket I ordered. There we go. Try to get you a close-up. There's Leonardo da Vinci himself. So yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, so who's in chat right now? So we got Alexandria, Hoarder, and Johnny was here earlier. Johnny, are you still out there? What's other people saying? What upcoming sets? I haven't seen any Any videos today? Are there were people making news videos? I don't know. We're just waiting for more people to come into the chat before we start building anything. And there's really nothing for me to talk about today. I talked about a lot of stuff yesterday. Hey, silent mode. No, we don't start building with the bricks until there's a good amount of people in the chat. Oh, I heard people talking about that a week ago. And I'm not as cold as I was the previous streams because I slept out in the lounge room. And before I went to bed, I had the heater blasting. And when I woke up, I turned the heater back on so that I wouldn't be freezing my ass off when I'm at the start of these streams. So yeah, special delivery on my live stream. The Leonardo da Vinci GWP, and it looks like it includes a 2x3 print of the Mona Lisa painting, which will be fun. I can imagine that would be an expensive part on Bricklink. I can imagine there'd be some expensive pieces in there. What makes it interesting is the minifigure will be a Darth Vader based on original artist drawings. Oh, okay, so original artist's impressions. The fig comes with the neck bracket so you can attach him to the miniature flying machine. Oh, that's neat. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a buildable flying machine in this set. And the build itself looks to be in the same vein as the Galileo GWP and the Charles Dickens. No, sorry, not the Charles Dickens. Some other GWPs. I wasn't interested in the Galileo, but I was in the Leonardo da Vinci. And so I used a lot of my insider's points to buy the Tintin rocket. And I'm 2 months behind still on watching Brixie's videos, and I'm up to the point where he built the Tintin rocket. And if that STEM set ever went on sale, You know, the one with George Washington Carver, or whatever his name is. That also had some other stuff in it. I would have bought that set. I've never seen that set go on sale. Where's the Van Gogh minifigure from? Mm. Yeah, because what they did with TV shows is they made the sit complex. Oh, I wasn't interested in the Starry Night sets. I don't care about most of the art sets. So what's the weather for you guys right now? Because I'm having to blare the heater on just to cancel out all the cold weather. Do you have the freight ship set with the big square red crane from a few years back? I ask because it comes with a few small buildings that look like they belong with the set you're building. You mean that harbor crane? No, I don't own that because I didn't need a crane like that. I'm building my own mock gantry crane for my harbor, so I don't need that crane. Well, I got my heater on right now to be about 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, when it's probably less than 40 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Because if I remember from my conversion charts, 72 Fahrenheit is 20 Celsius. Hey, Candy! Haven't seen you in the past couple days. I was checking your channel and you haven't streamed in like 5 days or something. Yes, Silent Mode, I'll give you my winter weather if you give me your summer weather. Oh, I I always liked the buildings in that harbor set. And that's one of the new city sets where I actually want to go look at the instructions and see if I can try to build it and put it on what will be the esplanade in my sitting. I think those buildings look nice. Why are you at the Chicago airport? I know why other people were at the Chicago airport because they went to Brick World Chicago. Oh, your flight's delayed. That sucks. You know, that reminds me of the one time when we were coming home from Hawaii and we had to do a layover in Melbourne because the flight was delayed, so they put us up in the airport hotel. That sucked. And you guys might not believe this because it's such a dream destination, but I was not excited to go to Hawaii, and I came home and I did not like my Hawaiian vacation. Because that was back when I was 15 years old. My mind was out of the gutter. I did not care about fake tourism, and um and for me, both Hawaii and cruise lining is not what it's cracked up to be. So I'm the only person in the world who ever went to Hawaii in real life, not in television. I know one person who went to Hawaii and did not like it in television. But I'm the only person I know who went to Hawaii and did not like Hawaii. I'm not sure what you guys think about Hawaii, but I did not care for Hawaii. And one of the reasons why I did not care for Hawaii is because the corporate America in Hawaii is so goddamn small. Because it's an island. It's not it's not it's not a landlocked American state. It's an island. So yeah, I was extremely let down by the Walmart there. In particular, I was let down by the Walmart. And I was also let down by the KFC. And that's when I realized that American KFC sucks. And when I finally went to Chick-fil-A, when I was in Los Angeles for half a day, after coming home from the second time I went to Brickwell, Chicago, I realized why Chick-fil-A in the US is infinitely better than KFC in the US. So which fast food do you prefer, silent mode? Because in Australia, KFC is awesome. It takes the best of American KFC, which is not much, and the best of Chick-fil-A and mashes it all together. Oh, you were going to Indianapolis. Okay. Yeah, I use the brick separator as a bookmark. That's what I've decided to do with some of these bigger sets. Yeah, that's how I felt after all of my international vacations, because you always feel more comfortable in your own bed. Although I live in a single bed, and I choose to live in a single bed because it means I have more room for other stuff in my room. So when I go to hotels and I sleep in a nice wide double bed, I actually feel more comfortable in other people's beds, like a hotel bed. Because they're double beds. And I even feel more comfortable in my parents' bed when they're out of the house. And especially when my mum goes to my dad. My dad lives 100 miles away. So you're not a fast food connoisseur. I am a fast food connoisseur. And so I know which menu items I like and which menu items I try to avoid. Particularly now when I go to the US. Horta says when you switch rooms, you kept the same bed, takes up 3/4 of the room. At least my Lego room is nice. See, I would never want a bed to take up more than a quarter of whatever room it's in. Particularly because I'm alone. I'm single and not ready to mingle. But yeah, when I went to the US, I was trying to pick out which of the chicken sandwiches I preferred, and I devised a little bit of a ranking because I really liked Chick-fil-A. I really liked Popeyes. I prefer the Australian version of the Chicken Royale at Hungry Jack's compared to the American or the British version at Burger King. And the McChicken is the McChicken at McDonald's, and McDonald's burgers are just so. I prefer it when McDonald's comes out with their spicier or their crispy chicken burgers, but they're never permanent menu items. But yeah, I would never touch an American KFC with a 10-foot pole. The Japanese actually made KFC a part of their Christmas tradition, even though they don't all celebrate Christmas. I forget what the dominant religion in Japan is. But it's kind of like how Jewish people in the US eat Chinese food on Christmas. They made it part of their tradition. I don't know what dirty rice is. But whatever the spicy chicken sandwich is that Popeyes sells, I had that a couple times at the mall near Brickworld, Chicago. However, my two favorite menu items from any of the fast food places at that mall when I went to Chicago was the deep dish pizza from Sparrow's and the cookies, and the bulk load of day old cookies from Mrs. Fields. I still dream about those menu items. whenever I hear people talk about Brickworld Chicago. I'm not a big rice guy, but I am a big pasta guy. It's a Cajun menu item. Yeah. And Popeyes is from Louisiana, which is where Cajun people are from. Enjoy your flight candy. We're just about to end it. There hasn't been many people here today. And just for the record, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream on the 18th of July. So if you are a streamer and you're interested in building Lego with me, send me a DM. And I'm just looking at this GWP off to the side here. And I'm thinking about harvesting the Leonardo da Vinci minifigure and leaving the rest of the set unbuilt until a later day. I don't know if the bags are paper or plastic, but I might just open the bags, get the Leonardo da Vinci minifigure, then put the rest of the set back in the box. I might do that. Although it has the thumb tabs, because it's a small set. Because I don't really care about the build as a whole. I just care about the minifigure and some of the accessories, like the Mona Lisa painting, the ink quill. It's got a pear on a table, and it's got that really interesting window with the lattice framing insert, and it's also got half of a geode, which looks interesting. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this live stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'll be going live 2 hours earlier than what I normally do tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the 3rd episode of building a Lego city. So I'll see you live tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next video.